So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why you need about 11 accounts if you actually want to be wealthy. Now, don't get afraid when I say 11 accounts. In reality, it's more like 5 main accounts, but these accounts actually have sub accounts. And the whole goal why you want so many accounts is basically you want to have your money separated. You don't want to mix your emergency money with your investment money with your fund money with your expense money. You don't want to do that. And a lot of folks, they go around basically having just one account where all the money lands. Before you know it, they spend all their money the same and they're not really moving forward when it comes to actually building wealth overall. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to effectively build up a system so this way your money does not get mixed up and you're effectively basically trying to grow your wealth as fast as possible. Now, do me a favor and smash the like button. And by the way, my name is Tommy Bryson, so if you don't know me, now you do. Now, number one is the account I basically call your Landon account. Now, this account actually has 2 sub accounts in total, okay? And that's going to be 2 check-ins accounts. Now, what banks can you use for these accounts? The answer is any bank, as long as this bank does not have some crazy, stupid fees, okay? So look for banks, for example, like online banks. My favorite one right now is SOfi Money, all right? That's the one I recommend. But these 2 check-ins accounts, one is going to be, for example, for your necessities, and the other one is going to be for your fun. Now, I don't say, for example, hey, have 2 different accounts within one account with 1 debit card. No, I mean have 2 separate accounts in total with 2 separate debit cards, okay? The last thing you want to do is basically having to figure out, hey, how much do I spend for fun and how much do I spend for necessities? The answer is no. And by the way, when it comes to necessities, take a look at shelter, utilities, groceries, transportation. So when the money lands in your account, that's why it's called a Landon account, you're supposed to send that money out, for example, into your spending account for your necessities and into your fun account, okay? That is the idea. But tell me, can't I just have my spending account be the one to receive the money? The answer is yes. Absolutely, as long as you're not tempted to use that money for anything else. Now, number 2 is where we're actually going to get into the high yield savings, okay? You're not just going to have 1 or 2, you're actually going to have a total of 3 high yield savings accounts. Now, the good news is basically you can have these accounts just in one overall account. My favorite one right now is Discover, because Discover lets you have, for example, 1 savings account, but within that savings account, you can actually have multiple accounts with different names. Also, Capital One 360 also allows you to do that. But the first account is going to be one for your emergency money. Emergency money is supposed to be for the unknown things you don't know when or what they're actually going to be. So try to have at least like 3 to 6 months worth of your spending monthly budget in there, okay? That's the idea. Number 2 is, so if you got in value so far, I'm going to ask for a favor. Subscribe to the channel, because only like 20% of the people that watch are actually subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe right now because I have a lot more content. Number 2 is a sinking fund. A sinking fund is for those expenses that you don't know when they're going to happen, but you know they're going to happen. For example, like your car is going to need repairs and so on, okay? So you have some money on the side when that actually happens. And for number 3 is going to be short-term / long-term savings. Let's say, for example, you want to save for a down payment for a home, or you actually want to save up for a brand new iPhone, or you actually want to save up for actually moving out to another apartment. That's the idea. So in total, you want to have 3 different accounts. Now, it doesn't mean you're always going to need to use them, and that's why it's so important the account you actually open up these accounts with, that they don't have any crazy fees, okay? That's why it's so important, and that's why I like Discover so much. Now, number 3, guys, is going to be corporate accounts. If you work with a company that's offering to give you free money for investing into a 401k, take full advantage of it. You don't want to miss out on it, okay? Now, the idea is you don't want to put all your money into your 401k. No, you want to go over to HR, the HR department, and ask them, hey, how much money do I need to invest to get all the free money I possibly can from the 401k match, okay? If they tell you, we're going to give you a dollar for dollar match up to $1,000 annually, then obviously only invest $1,000 every single year. That way you get the full don't match and you call it a day. Again, corporate accounts are very important, and it basically means free money when you're talking about the match. And I also only recommend you start investing once you're debt free and you have a fully funded emergency account. Okay, that is the idea. But the fourth type of account is going to be a personal retirement account. Okay, an individual retirement account like an IRA, a Roth IRA, or for example, a brokerage, a normal taxable brokerage account. Okay, that you actually open up and you pay taxes on it. Okay, but here's what I would actually do personally. I would open up a Roth IRA and I would only invest between 10 to 20% of all my money just for investing overall. Okay, so first, if I'm getting $1,000 of free money by investing $1,000 in my company, I'm going to grab the first $1,000 and put it into my 401k. All the rest of the money I have left over after that, I'm going to invest it into my Roth IRA. Now, a Roth has a cap of about $6,000. That's basically it. So if I invest $6,000 and I still have money left over, I'm going to put that into a normal taxable account. Now, tell me, who do you invest with? And what do you invest into? The answer is I have my account with Vanguard, and my only investment, yes, you heard that right, my only investment is just into Vanguard S&P 500 or VOO. I basically buy the 500 largest companies in the US, okay? If you want a full video on that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll get to work. Now, the fifth and final type of account you actually need is an equity buildup account. Tell me, what do you mean here, okay? The answer is, well, eventually you're going to have to buy a home. And when you buy a home, you're going to eventually build up equity on this home. Well, I think the minute you actually buy the home, if you follow my rules, you're going to put down 10 to 20% as a down payment. So you're going to have effectively 10 to 20% as a down payment. Now, there are two ways to actually earn money on this equity. One is actually money that's actually going to be building up, and the other is you actually saving a lot of money on cost. So the first way is, well, when you have a home, that home is going to increase in value by 3 to 5% every single year on average. So that basically means your $100,000 goes up by $3,000 to $5,000 every single year. And that basically means more money in equity you're actually building up, which is great. Now, the second way is basically once you have a fully paid off home, guess what? You're not having to pay for rental costs or your mortgage anymore. So that saves you a bunch of money as far as a mortgage payment or a rental payment. So if you used to pay $1,000 for the mortgage, or if you used to pay $1,000 for rent, but now you have a paid off home, guess what? That's $12,000 a year that you no longer have to put towards housing anymore. So that's effectively money that gets to stay in your pocket. Now overall, guys, okay, these are 5 types of accounts that every adult should eventually basically build up to if you actually want to be wealthy and rich. However, there are a lot of sub accounts, as you can actually see, for a total of about 11, okay? And the links are actually, well, not links, okay? In the description, you'll see exactly all the accounts actually laid out. But overall, don't think that you have to go today and open up these 11 accounts. That would just be stupid, okay? I would recommend start paying off your debts, save for your emergencies, and then finally build up for your investments and your long-term savings to actually buy a home and so on, okay? So you build these up little by little. But today, I would open up those 2 checkings accounts, I would open up those 3 savings accounts, and I would basically open up all the accounts, okay? And basically just have them there because they're gonna be free to have, and you start building out your system. But only start investing once you're debt free and have a fully funded emergency account. And only start saving up for a home once you're basically debt free and a fully funded emergency account. And limit your investing amount to 10 to 20% until you have a fully paid off home. That is the core idea. Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you got value, leave a comment down below and also like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. On top of that, this video is made possible by all the supporters over on Patreon. So here you guys as you are. I appreciate you guys a ton. If you want to join me on Patreon and get exclusive content, the link is going to be down below. Join us. And you also get featured on the videos when I actually post videos, okay? That's the idea, which is basically Mondays through Fridays, all right? As always, guys, another video right here. My face is right here. Long-term team officially out. Peace.